Good afternoon. This is Cara Coffey of the Ministry of Uncovered No More. Being that my ministry is where it is, I have to henceforth put parameters on the blessings in my life. If you are still lying around me, spinning your little tails, but not submitting one to another with me, you're still in hell. I'm not reading this for you. I'm not doing the artwork for you. And that didn't used to be the case. I forgive you, but there's a whole bunch of you out there that want to pretend that you're following the King of Kings on the earth, and you already know he's here. And I'm not a part of your life, and I never was, and I begged you to come with me. Now, your judgment's your own. I'm going to quote him. He is very clearly on uncoverednomore.blog saying this. It's just a simple GFY acronym, which means go fuck yourself. Deal with your own stuff. As a Judah person, I will maintain that you're not loving yourself well enough for me to be boundaryless, where my relationship with the King of Kings and others that are back and the real New Jerusalem are concerned. That doesn't mean that you can't enter it at some point in your life. I'm just saying, stay out of mine. You're misusing your spirituality. This poem is talking about Christmas. I happen to be redoing Christmas, and it starts in September for Try Judah. And the angels and archangels associated with my ministry, and the King knows that. I don't even. Okay. This is The Cultivation of Christmas Trees by T.S. Eliot. If you will notice, I was met with artwork. And yes, I can interpret the artwork. I usually don't slow down long enough to do it. It's beautiful artwork. You would have to be privileged to come in my house and ask me what this meant on that day. And you're not privileged with that. So have a nice life. The Cultivation of Christmas Trees by T.S. Eliot. There are several attitudes towards Christmas, some of which we may disregard. The social, the torpid, the patently commercial, the rowdy, in parentheses, the pubs being open till midnight, and the childish, which is not that of the child, for whom the candle is a star, and the gilded angel, spreading its wings at the summit of the tree, is not only a decoration, but an angel. The child wonders at the Christmas tree. Let him continue in the spirit of wonder, at the feast as an event not accepted as a pretext, so that the glittering rapture, the amazement of the first remembered Christmas tree, so that the surprises, delight in new possessions, in parentheses, each one with its peculiar and exciting smell. I'll be there in a moment. Be downstairs. And the expectation of the goose or turkey and the expected awe on its appearance, so that the reverence and the gaiety may not be forgotten in later experience. In the bored habituation, the fatigue, the tedium, the awareness of death, the consciousness of failure, or in the piety of the convert, which may be tainted with a self-conceit, displeasing to God and disrespectful to the children. I'm having a lot of problem with this right here. That's why you're getting boundaries now on my work. In parentheses, and here I remember also with gratitude St. Lucy, her carol, and her crown of fire. I said it a long time ago, I'm a girl Lucifer. But that's not all I am. Just reminding you that I'm not the only immortal who understands these things. So that before the end, the 80th Christmas, in parentheses, by 80th meaning whichever is the last, the accumulated memories of annual emotion may be concentrated into a great joy, which shall be also a great fear, as on the occasion, when fear came upon every soul, because the beginning shall remind us of the end, and the first coming of the second coming, which has already taken place. And I have been saying for quite some time, the United States of America lacks the fear of God. And if you go check out a God pod with at the good God above, that I'm about to throw some runes for throughout next week and whatnot, you will find that he has tweeted something about quote unquote blue, in all capitals, MAGA. If you don't understand what he's saying, if you don't understand what T.S. Eliot is saying, and if you don't understand what Cara is saying, then you're the one that the King of Kings is saying GFY. No, it is not a happy July 4th. So GFY, all of that. Goodbye.